Guess what? We are celebrating today. What are we celebrating? Y'all, we're going to talk about Country Wayne, Amber, Malachi, Roe, all of those people. Mike, Dominique. Yeah. So what are we celebrating? Y'all, I'm going to tell you. Whew, we are celebrating my first super thanks. Oh, can y'all see it? I got my first super thanks, y'all. It was from Cynthia Thomas 9255. And she said, thanks. And she gave me the super thanks for the video that has Anthony finally goes home after humiliating his wife. So that was my first super thanks. Oh, I'm so excited, y'all. Um, but we got to get into these Country Wayne skits. And then I don't know what happened to it. Oh, I have a 12-day wine advent. So I started on that today as well because I didn't realize we were this close to the holidays, y'all. I be busy, girl. Oh, I be busy. So this is a my father, and I am drinking this Night Lights. It's the Cabernet Sauvignon, and it's day number 1 for the wine advent that I got from Target. So to celebrate my first super thanks, ooh, I'm gonna have a cigar, and I started on this advent today, and then I drank one like every day all the way up until Christmas. So y'all, we all know it's been crazy with these Country Wayne skits, right? But before we get to talking about today, I want to talk about uh, the video where Mike went to talk to Malachi. Now, when Dominique told Mike to talk to Malachi, I was against it. I didn't make a video. Well, I did make a video about it, but I didn't get to upload it. And I like to upload before the next ones come out. But I wasn't a fan of him talking to Malachi because Malachi was already upset about an ex. So he didn't really, I didn't think another ex should be talking to him, especially as angry as he was in the situation. Mike needed to stay out of that. So I didn't like that. But when he went to talk to Malachi, y'all, Malachi is angry with Rose. Very angry with Rose. And I don't want this to be too loud because I don't have my microphone. But Malachi is really upset with Ro right now. And when he told Mike that he didn't want to, he said, I'll talk about anything except for Ro. And he was saying, he told Ro he didn't want to see her no more. He didn't want to hear from her, leave him alone. And it made me think about times when I was dating and, I made a guy that mad. And for one, I wanted to say, ladies, when that happens, you can't expect for Hey, Icy. Oh yeah, you all Icy Kitty, you always in my comments. Thank you. Um and I wanted to, tell the women that um a lot, sometimes when men get that mad, they're not gonna come. They more than likely not gonna come around in 2 or 3 days. Especially a man like Malachi. I talk to strong men. I don't talk to weak men. So if you guys just got in here, I'm celebrating because I got my first super chat. I got my first super chat, y'all. But so yeah, when men like Malachi get upset and when they give their hearts and they get hurt, they like they're done. It seems like they're done. But it takes them sometimes months to get over something. And that's the thing, like after those months are up, what happens? Like I know with me, when things like that have happened, by the time that guy got over it, it had been so long that I kind of had moved on. But I think with Ro, it may be different. And in Skit World, he's going to come around faster. But right now, Malachi is like, I don't want to hear nothing about Ro. I don't want to talk about Ro. I don't want to see Ro. So he is really, really angry right now. Really angry. A lot of y'all don't like Malachi. I love Malachi. I love a man like Malachi. Jim and I love. Hey, girl. And Luther O'Daniels. Uh-oh, what is Luther saying? Oh, my gosh. Wayne plays some fault because he could have turned down that snapper. You thought that snapper. Yeah. Oh. Child, Wayne can't let that snapper go. But but yeah, right now Malachi is really upset. Really, really upset. But I think he's gonna get over it. But he called it. He knew that it was something going on. And I like the way he called Ro out. It was like, no, you had some fault in this too. I like that. Um, but yeah, that's how I felt about Mike. I didn't think that Mike should have said anything. I felt he should have let it go, but it is what it is. Now, y'all, when Bishop Chris went to Amber's house today, I'm gonna see if I can play it a little loud. I'm sure y'all have seen it by now.
And I use this. Febreze has a microchip
But
to control scent release so it smells first day fresh for 50
I see in the
days.
comments so many
Today's
times how a lot of people are angry with Amber, and a lot of you guys are always talking about what she did. We know what she did. But Hunte, when Bishop Chris went over there, I like how he did not go into the house. He was like, no, I'm not going into a man's house when he's not there. So I like that. I think Malachi is kind of wrong for putting a blame. Oh, really, Gemini?
Where's Anthony? Is he here?
No, he's not. You can actually come on in.
Oh no.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? I think the video that I uploaded today, I said, let me put this on pause.
Seriously, it's no mess. You can come in.
No. Come on. Come right here. Let's talk out here. I will feel more comfortable.
Okay.
Okay. Um, So, Gemini, you say, I think Malachi is kind of wrong for putting the blame on Ro, but he'll come back around and Ro shouldn't have said anything if she wasn't going to tell it out. And I completely agree about Ro. I don't agree about Malachi because I talked about that in my video that I uploaded today. Men don't allow themselves to be vulnerable. They don't give their hearts easily. So when they do, you could expect for them to react the way Malachi did. And I've had probably 2 guys in my life to act that way. And that's why I say sometimes it's not going to take a week or 2 for them to come back. It's usually months. But yeah, Ro, wanted to say a little bit, but she don't want to say what she did. She wanted to say, "Oh, Anthony came on to me." Now I'm gonna need for you to keep going, Ro. I need for you to keep going and say what you did. But no, she wasn't gonna do that because she knew she knew she was gonna f up if she did. Um, but today I saw where Bishop Chris went over to Amber's home or Anthony's home, and he gave her some old school counsel. I want to see what Brittany thinks about what happened. Mm, I don't even like Brittany. I don't even like Brittany Gemini love. Um, because y'all don't remember when she put her mother out, when she was with Malachi, and she put her mother out. I'm like, girl, you put your mama out like that. Come on now. When Ro was beefing with Ty and Ty bought the house, I don't trust that girl. So I don't really care how she feel. I really don't. But when Bishop Chris went over to Amber's home today, he gave her some old school counsel that we don't ordinarily see anymore. We don't see that type of counsel anymore because so many people give up easily. If something happens, nobody fights for love anymore. You're called weak. I get called old and silly all the time. But that was some real counsel that he gave Amber. Hold on.
Know what to do. I mean, I think everybody was a little confused at what happened with Anthony.
So they talking about how, what happened with
I know I
Anthony.
didn't see it coming.
He didn't see it
I just
coming.
don't understand.
And she was saying how she didn't
Made
understand
vows
how,
to love me,
Anthony could
to
say,
cherish me, to
that he
protect
loved
me,
Ro but married her.
embarrasses me, humiliates me,
And
and
how he,
breaks my heart.
and
Well, Amber,
I don't know what
you
video it
gotta slow
was,
your
but a
roll
lot of
just a little
y'all
bit
were
now because
saying,
remember,
Amber, you got to
going
remember
into
what you did.
this,
When you're in
you
that
had some
situation, you're not thinking
situations
about
as
really
well.
what
You
you
had some
did. You
things you
thinking about
had to
what
work
happened to
through.
you at that moment.
And remember, I told you
Now,
guys
you know, but
that you
this
reap
man
what
gave some
you
counsel
sow.
that you don't hear these days,
But that
and I
was Amber the
appreciate what he
girlfriend.
said.
Now you're Amber the wife.
Yeah,
So not only did he take those vows, but guess what? You took those vows too.
both of y'all took
I
those
know,
vows,
and I've been
and
faithful.
before he said what he said, I said when you took those vows, you took them for better or for worse. These days we don't go for worse. If something gets uncomfortable and out of order, people just say F it. And that's why marriages are not lasting long no more because it's not about the vows anymore. It's all about having a wedding. But marriage is more than just that wedding, the glitz and the glamour. It's about what's happening with Anthony and Amber now. And
I, I wasn't the best
all
girlfriend, but
she
since
want to
we
talk
made
about
those
is what
vows,
she's
Pastor, I have
doing
lived
now.
by them every single
But
day.
Bishop
I
said,
mean,
honey,
sometimes
it ain't
daily.
about what you're doing now.
We don't always know why something
Yeah.
happens. I mean, just for some crazy reason, it just might have been God's will for them not to get married that day. I have no idea.
And nobody's really saying that. He said it may not have been God's will for them to get married that day. You don't know. And, I know I'm calling Anthony gangster for what he did, but Bishop said it might not have been for them to get married that day. That could have been the problem or could have been what happened. But these days, people be like, F it, I'm not going to get married because it got uncomfortable. I'm embarrassed. You did this to me in front of everybody. I'm interested to see what's going to happen to Rafi and Mike if it has been brown sugar. Yeah, that's why he got out, right? Because, damn sis, I can't pronounce that last part, but that's why he got out because it wasn't the drugs. He switched it out, right? I think that's what it was. I don't like Rafi, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't like him. I don't even like to watch his videos. Mm-mm. But
But the reality is, you have to get through this because Anthony is not your boyfriend now. Anthony's your husband.
so Bishop Chris was like, you got to get through this. Anthony is not your boyfriend anymore. He's your husband. And it's not like y'all can just break up. Because when you go into that covenant, that's a whole different level. You don't just get an annulment or get a divorce because it gets uncomfortable. This is for the long haul. And that's why I say Bishop Chris gave some good counsel today.
And you've been through too many storms to be bothered by a little bit of rain. So that means that you're going to have to find the courage, find the strength to go get your husband.
He said, find the courage and the strength to go get your husband, even though he stood up and said, I'm in love with another woman. You got to find the courage and the strength. And y'all know we don't get that type of counsel no more. That's old school counsel. That's counsel people call you silly for now. But he said it don't matter that your husband got up in it and humiliated you and embarrassed you in front of all those people and said he loved another woman. Go get your husband. What you gonna do? I was like, dang, that was serious. And we see marriages that last a long time. And this is the type of stuff that they deal with. Maybe not in this scenario, but they deal with a lot of crap. Y'all that are just coming in, I'm celebrating because I got my first super thanks today. And I was so excited. So excited. Um, let me see. So you guys, I got my first super thanks from Cynthia Thomas. If you just got in here, my first super thanks. So that's why I'm celebrating. But back on Bishop Chris, because Hunter, this hit me, this touched
I
me.
should go after a man who loves another woman.
So if you can't hear, she was like, how do I go after a man who loves another woman?
I'm not saying you have to go after him, but sometimes, Amber, you're dealing with different spirits. Their spirits.
And that's what he said. You're not just going after him. It's that spirit. It's not Anthony. It's that spirit that's in him. Did you see how Amber tried to... No, y'all, Jim and I love. I don't like to watch the videos until I'm about to react to it, but I saw them together. Debbie, hey Debbie, but I think Malachi is wrong because she didn't push him to do anything. Wow, shaking my head. What you mean? You think Malachi is wrong because Ro didn't push him to do anything? I don't know what that means. See, that's what I'm saying, Jim and I love. You got to look at it like what Bishop Chris said. You can't just look at that exterior. You got to look at that spirit that has taken over Anthony. You keep saying what he did. It's not, thank you. It's not what he did. It's what that spirit in him did. It's not Anthony. It's that spirit in him. And that's why I said we don't get that type of counsel anymore. You're correct. I think both got married for the wrong reason. Yeah. Marilyn. Oh, I see your comments a lot too in the skit. You're correct. I think both got married for the wrong reasons, but I don't care what any of y'all say. Being married is different from this boyfriend-girlfriend mess. A marriage is totally exactly. And that's why I said we don't get this counsel anymore. This type of counsel, we don't get that. But it's exactly what you're saying, Maryline, because it ain't boyfriend no more. It ain't, you're not walking away because it got uncomfortable. Yes, marriage is different, Icy Kitty. Mm-hmm. I said, go on, Bishop Chris. They ain't tainted him yet. You know, they done tainted everybody. They ain't tainted Bishop Chris yet.
Deception, there's spirits of confusion, there's spirits of chaos.
So he's telling her
I don't
all the
know what
different, well,
spirit
not all the
Anthony
different
is
types of
under right
spirits,
now,
but you know what
but I
it
can
could be.
guarantee you this, Amber. Anthony's terribly confused.
Hmm.
He's confused.
I'm sorry about that, y'all.
He stood up in front of the whole church and told everybody that he loved me.
So she more or less is upset because she's embarrassed. That's what Amber is upset about, but it don't matter. He said, you go get your husband.
Why would he marry me and he loves somebody else? Why would he do that to me?
Everybody, no one has those answers all the time. No one can really just say, this is why he did what he did. We know he did it.
Yeah,
We
but you
know he
can't
said
say
it.
why.
But remember, I told you, that you sat at the altar. For better,
Or for worse.
for worse.
And you and your worse.
Amber,
This is worse. And honey, you don't never know what worse is. Like, you have some people that get married, and this is why I tell people you have to marry people for what they have inside, not for their exterior. Because you have people who get married and get into an accident, and their new spouse, get paralyzed, burned. I remember probably like a week or two before I got married. I'm divorced now, but about a week or two before I got married, y'all, my husband decided he wanted to get in the kitchen and cook some chicken. And y'all that cook chicken know that sometimes it'll have that air bubble and pop, where grease just pop, all that hot oil just got into his face. We wasn't even married yet. And I was like, oh my gosh, his face gonna be all burned, and you know how it looks when a person gets burned. And that's what I had to deal with before we said I do. So that's why it's like better for worse, sickness and in health. Like, it's the good and the bad. So Bishop Chris, he did that. He said, you in your worst right now. And he told, go get your husband, because that's not your husband. That's that spirit that's in your husband. And Hunter, he said a mouthful. Gigi, hey Gigi, I want to see Anthony get counseling. That would be interesting. Why would it be interesting? I mean, I'm sure Bishop Chris is going to talk to him, but y'all, when Anthony was on that phone and he said, I said I'll talk to you later when you calm down, I was like, oh, Anthony. Anthony did that. He did that. You know, I think with Wayne being in Hollywood, I know a lot of y'all can't stand Wayne and y'all like to call him a narcissist, but a lot of these skits is real life for me. So I don't see him as a narcissist. He petty as hell. He get on my nerves sometimes. But anyway, I think eventually Wayne is gonna have like a show, like a sitcom or something. I don't really know what it's called, but his skits are elevating, and a lot of you got, girl, I don't either. I don't either. And it's not because she can't give him kids or nothing. I just don't want her with him to see his perspective. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you want to see Anthony's perspective on his marriage. Oh, I'm gonna tell you what it was. I done told y'all what it was. It was that snapper and that big old booty and that pretty face. It was lust. It wasn't love. It wasn't love at all. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what they doing. They wait till I come out here. You know, I know that, marriage is supposed to be, according to the vows to death do your part and stuff. But sometimes it don't make it there. And and I think that if people, and I'm not saying you go in it looking for it to not work, but I think if people go in knowing that things can happen and it may not last forever, I think people will handle it better. Wayne will be getting no. Wayne already said he is not getting married. That's what he told Amber. Go get your husband, because he had already told Amber, I can't give you what Anthony gonna give you. I'm not. Like, that's what you have to appreciate about this man, because he is not misleading to these women at all. He tell them you ain't gonna get nothing. Even when he told Erica recently, I can't give you what you want, but I can give you this part of me, my time. He can give her that eggplant, but he ain't gonna give her nothing else. And they settle for it. But I think if people go into it and understand that it's a possibility that it may not be until we turn 100. No, no. I make jokes about it, and I say stuff like, I'm sorry, y'all. I make jokes about it, and I say, Anthony keep doing stuff to make Amber leave, and she won't leave. I know I make jokes about it, but I don't think that he wants it, because he didn't get married for the right reasons. He got married because of what I said earlier. He didn't get married for the right reasons. I mean, this man didn't know Amber 2 seconds before he was proposing to her. And like we talked about before, he gave that kid that trust fund. Like, if you got a stripper girl that you ain't seen in forever come and tell you that you got a baby, and you just give it a trust fund. So you can see that he made bad life decisions. So no, I don't think he really wants his marriage. He wants Ro, and he's vulnerable right now. And him and Ro didn't have a bad breakup, but Ro was there for him. She's paying his part on the theater. She's telling him, I got you. And it's stuff like that that means a lot to a man. Like, those things mean a lot to a man, especially a man in his situation. So I don't think he wants to marry simply because of that. I think that he spent so much time with Ro that those feelings can't go away. So they're going to have to cut ties. Like, I don't think they're going to be able to be in business together. I want to see what's going to happen when they finally come face to face. That's what I want to see. I want to see what's going to happen when Ro and Anthony come face to face. Because even when Wayne went to Ro's house, and he said, I talked to Anthony, and she said, what did he say? She wasn't even angry about it. So deep down, maybe she didn't want to get married. BJ Riggs, hey, how you doing? They were both in love with the idea, but they are not. It's the idea of marriage. It's that wedding. It's that glitz and that glamour to be able to say, I'm getting married. And what do you do when your dreams turn? What do when your dreams turn toward reality? I don't know what that means. Amber was a rebound. Yep, exactly. But she would be pregnant this time. Yeah. Because at first I said that I said her sins are forgiven. God has forgiven her for her sins, but her repercussions are still going to be there. And that's with anything, with any of us, when we sin, the repercussions of that sin can come. Like, you can have a person who steps out on their marriage, and then the person that they deal with have HIV, and then they end up giving their wife, and then they have it. That's a repercussion of your sin. So even though God forgives us, there are repercussions for our sins. And the reason I use that is because I know somebody who that happened to. So it's like, yeah, you have that forgiveness from God, but you're going to have that repercussion. And Amber, and I felt like she was going to be pregnant and wasn't sure if it was Wayne's. And that still can happen because right now she's vulnerable. Now, Wayne swore that he would not deal with a married woman. So we're going to have to see what happens. Icy Kitty, but remember, if Amber is pregnant, it could be Wayne. Exactly. Because they had to be being intimate without protection for her to think that she was pregnant the first time. So, uh, BJ Riggs, reality is now facing them, and the rose-colored glasses are coming. Hell yeah, yeah, yeah. Can either one willing to stand in the trench? And that's what I'm saying. Like, these days, people aren't willing to be in those trenches, and that's why I said that counsel that Bishop Chris gave her is that old school counsel, because you have adult women now who will tell a young lady, "Oh, leave that dude. If he did what he did, you leave him." No, it would be with Anthony. It would be Anthony's. Okay, okay, okay. Maybe they have been married long enough for it to be Anthony's, but at one time I thought that she was going to be pregnant and it was possibly Wayne's. But you right, she have been doing right. Wayne would be happy for them to get out of business. Heck yeah, he want him out the theater. But I mean, it's gonna be a split. Like, Ro and Anthony cannot work together, especially when Malachi comes around and they get back together. I made a comment and I said if Mr. Big and Carrie can get back together, Anthony and Amber can get back together. And I don't know if y'all saw that, but I was referencing Sex in the City. And if you ever watched that, Carrie and Big got married. And Mr. Big, he got overwhelmed because he didn't want a big wedding. He had already been married before. He had did that before. All he wanted to do was go to the courthouse. But he gave Carrie what she wanted, that big wedding. And he left. He didn't show up. And she was embarrassed, of course. But they came around and went to the courthouse. So that's why I said if Mr. Big and Carrie can get married, I think Amber and Ro and Malachi can get married. Y'all, she slept with one. Okay, we understand that. Y'all are not letting that go. You guys are not letting that go. We know that. But right now, only people that know that is God, Wayne, and Amber. That's it. So it don't matter. And when she went to God, and when her and Anthony prayed, and she asked God to forgive her, of course she didn't say what it was, but God knew. He knows all. He forgave her for that. So we cannot keep holding on to what she did. I'm sorry. But I'm anxious to see what's going to happen. I want Ro and Malachi together. They got Malachi looking like a bum because he lived with Ro. And he got that van. Y'all, what about when Wayne went over to... I'm getting old. When Wayne went over to Ro's house and he was like, Did he spin off in that van? Oh, Wayne was like, did he spin off in that van? And then Rose said, yeah. I thought that was hilarious. That damn Wayne, well, he ain't nothing. He ain't nothing. He is hilarious. Okay, I don't like Rose's character because everybody thinks she don't do no wrong. Hmm. That's why that's why Malachi called her out. He was like, you had something to do with this, but you so innocent. Wayne's so crazy. He is that dude. It don't matter how serious the situation is, he is gonna make light of it. Except for when Anthony did what he did. That was the first time I have ever seen Wayne at a loss for words. He said, he was like, he didn't know what to say. And then he told Amber, he said, go get your husband. Go get your husband. He is, he petty. He is super petty. But he was like, go get your husband. Go on and get him now. I know what he did, but go on and get him. You know, his, I forgot the first part of his username, but it's Walker something. But I had somebody to comment and he was saying that the storylines changed so much. So you saying it, Wendy Joseph, you say is making it hard to follow. I guess because I don't watch like everything. I'm like invested in certain skits. So I just kind of like follow those. And every now and then I do something about, say something about Sherman and Nita. But for the most part, I watch the Wayne, Anthony, Roe, and all of those. So it doesn't make it that hard for me to follow because I don't really get into all of the other ones. So, but I mean, I think they share a lot. They post like what, 6 videos a day sometimes. So they share a lot. It's just so many different storylines. And I think he just gives everybody an opportunity. No, she gonna counsel him all right. Gigi, Shayla is definitely gonna counsel him if she get the opportunity. Cause she don't care that he doesn't have money. So she says. Y'all, when do y'all think he's gonna lose the house? Cause somebody said that he has 30 days, and I was like, nah, he down to like 2 weeks. He might lose his house on Christmas Eve, y'all. Honey, BJ Riggs, come on now. Come on now. Roe has forgiven that. Whatever happened, Roe has forgiven that. So BJ Riggs says Malachi wants forgiveness for what he's done to Roe. But instead of asking for space, he's gone. How do you expect her to forgive you, but you have no room to grace to her? Well, BJ Riggs, before you came in, I said, from experience, I know how that feels, and I know it doesn't take, sometimes it takes a while for that person to get over it, because when a man gives their heart, they really give their heart. That's not something that they normally do, and especially a man like Malachi. So we're not talking about what he did. Roe has forgiven him for that. Right now, we're talking about how he, like he said, I was vulnerable to you. You hurt me, Roe. So the way that man's feeling right now, it's going to take a while. He's going to leave. He's not going to want to be around. It doesn't seem fair, but hey, it happens. I remember a guy that I was so crazy about. He left me for 6 months, y'all. 6 months. hmm I cried for probably 3 or 4 of those months. And, um, by the time I finally got over it, finally met somebody new, he came around. So sometimes they'll leave because, they're stubborn. And when you hurt them, that's just what happens. And I hurt the guy, and I didn't know, and that's what happens. They leave. I don't like Shayla. I'm not a fan of Shayla either. Anthony worried about the wrong thing. He needed. Yeah, Jimmy, I love. He dang sure does, because he don't have but a few days. And I forgot the guy's name, the loan officer that came. He was funny as hell. They need him in the skits more. Hey, what do y'all think about Shell? Shell says that she didn't know that her character was dead. Do y'all think that she had a conversation with Wayne? Or do y'all think that they just cut her out? After this, does he care about the house? Good question. Oh yeah, they go at it. They are funny together. BJ Riggs, you might be right. He might not even care no more. Because he's never been at this point. So he might be like, whatever. Because he's not like totally broke. He just don't have enough money to sustain his current living. Yeah. I thought Shell was... I, I mean, by us not seeing Shell in the skits, I didn't really think about her. But it was kind of funny when you do see her. Wow, Shell should have been told that was not cool. I mean, that's what I'm asking. Do you think that, because, sometimes, there's this, what do they call it? There's one part, and then the middle is the truth. So, yeah, she says she doesn't know, but does she really know? I mean, is that true? I don't know. I don't know if y'all listen to Ricky Smiley, but the little short lady that used to be on the Ricky Smiley show, she said that when he was going over the contracts and whatever, he didn't give her a new contract. And that's when she found out. But he said that he told her. So I don't know if that's the same thing with Shell or not. But it's business. It happens. And, you have to move on. But people are saying that she's in movies and stuff. Yeah. I mean, I didn't really think about it because I haven't seen her in so long. But, once they killed her off, it was like, dang, yeah, Shell. So, I don't know. But Ro really didn't have anybody around because everybody kind of had went their separate ways. So, I don't know. It's crazy. But all I say is this. Wayne be having my head just all messed up. Yeah. Because she said she was doing like Hot Girl Winter. I think that's the name of the movie on Tubi. So I want to check that out. And then she's a comedian, so I guess she does her comedy and stuff. So, but yeah, that's the part of business. You get killed off, and I have heard other like big actors say that they didn't know that they were going to be killed in the scene until they read the script, which we know they don't do scripts, but it happens. You get killed off and you don't know until you read the script. It's like a part of business. So, mm-mm. But I was like, dang, like the minute we found out, at the same time we found out, that's when Shell said she found out. Like, dang. Mm-mm. But let's, oh, it's another guy. There's a guy who does Country Wayne reactions, and he would do like the entire video. And I heard him say the other day that he was getting copyrights. So I guess like doing the entire video, they will copyright you. So that's why I'm not going to share a screen or anything, because I don't want them to copyright me. But let's look at, I'm going to look at, one of y'all was talking about Amber blaming Wayne. I haven't looked at that yet. And again, I apologize for the noise. Yeah, I seen the movie shared. Okay, good. So how did they end up, how did Amber and Wayne end up
The
together?
Sephora fragrance for all event is here. And now's the time to save 20% on fragrance kits
How did
for
they
every
end up
100
together,
sold,
y'all?
only through December 24th.
BJ
Save on
Riggs,
full-size
like,
fragrances from top brands like Valentino.
I haven't seen it yet.
Hey, Wayne. Hey, why you didn't answer your phone? I called you 3 times.
Whose house is this? Oh, this is Wayne's home. Well, what is Amber doing over there? What is she doing over there? Is she with Shayla?
I know everything can be hard right now, man. You gotta really think about you for real.
He always peeling an orange
Like single.
or tangerine.
I'm all right.
No, God was really.
Jim and I love Wayne was at his brother's house. Oh, that's his brother's house. Okay,
That's
okay,
what I'm
okay.
saying, 'cause I ain't wanna call you and miss this.
Okay.
This is-
Hey, Beverly.
You don't think you have anything to do with this?
Do what? Like, how I got something to do with it? What you mean?
You don't think that what we were doing caused this? You don't think that
I ain't got
this is...
nothing to do with it. I ain't got nothing.
I know that Wayne said, miss me with that BS.
Oh, but you a man of the Bible, right?
I'm a man.
Because the Bible says what you
God.
sow, you will reap.
I'm a man of God. I don't disobey that Bible a couple times.
Yep,
So then you
yep.
should
Because
understand
ain't none of us
this has
perfect.
something to do with you too, Wayne.
You really want to blame this on me? So this what you about to do. So you want to put the blame the Wayne game.
Okay.
Listen, yeah,
I take full responsibility.
you're right. Karma come. Karma come sometimes. I got karma. What you think? You think when I was young, I laid up with all them girls? That's
Exactly.
what I got hit upside the head with.
Your
That's-
child support.
y'all.
No.
And that's basically what I was saying earlier. Your repercussions gonna be there. God forgive you, but your repercussions are gonna be there. Like Wayne said, what I was doing got me all these kids. That's my karma every day. When Ro was with Mike and Amber tried to get with Mike, it didn't work. So after the event, Amber kissed Wayne, and then they've been kicking it ever since. Oh, that's Wayne's house? Okay. So she was with Shayla, and they went to Wayne's house. So she wanted to go over there and blame Wayne.
Well,
Your child support compares to me losing my whole family, my whole life, my husband.
you lost one person.
Wow.
And then y'all still married. Just going through something. Just because you're going
Going
through a
through.
little storm, don't blame it on me. I'm sitting up here walking over here for eating my orange and want to check on you. And you sit up here blaming that. Don't do that, man.
I know that's right.
I'm really trying to spill my heart. I seen you walking the hill like you about to rob the house with Shayla.
He will bring up, he dang sure will bring up that child support in a minute, y'all.
Just give her some grace. She's going through a lot right now.
I know that, Shayla.
I ain't never mind
Ma'am,
my business.
ma'am,
Shayla, you just shut up.
I'm sorry. But I really believe through this situation, you're going to be okay. Alright? Do you really think it's my fault?
Wayne, I'm not blaming you.
You are
So what you
blaming
I
him.
said it's us. It's karma, like you said.
So Karma made a man stand up on his own legs and speak his heart. Hmm?
I deserve it.
saying you deserve that, man. That man stood up. That was uncalled for. Yeah, I was shocked. You was shocked. Everybody was shocked. That was a shocking moment. You don't deserve that, man. No, don't nobody deserve that. That was embarrassing. Man stood up. I just want to let you know, man, you gonna get
You said that. I saw him stand up just like everybody else. You have to keep reminding me.
I'm sorry, man.
Now Wayne ain't even trying to Wayne ain't even trying to be petty. But dang. I knew she was gonna try to blame him. I think she really loves Anthony. Yeah.
I promise you, this is my way. I
Y'all,
promise you, I'm trying to figure.
I'm not saying what she did was right. I wouldn't have done it. But she had her opportunity to be with Wayne, and she really liked Wayne. So, unfortunately, Wayne started paying her attention whenever she, was engaged. So, I mean, I've been stupid for a man like that, before myself. And you do dumb crap. And yeah, what she did was dumb. It was wrong. But because she really likes Wayne, she just kept dealing with him. That was nasty though of her to do that crap the night of. I couldn't even watch that video. When I saw that it wasn't a dream, I couldn't even watch that skit. I don't even know what happened. Yep. I'm like, girl, it's your wedding day and you with Wayne. Yeah, he did, Icy Kitty. He sure did. So that's what I'm saying. She liked him so much. And it's like now he's, because she was confused. And remember, Wayne told her, you marry him because I'm not going to give you what Anthony going to give you. I'm not going to give you that. He kept encouraging her, get married. Marry this man because he can tell that she was kind of at a point to where she was contemplating not marrying Anthony. But Wayne was like, you better go marry him. Yeah. BJ Riggs, she loves Wayne and beginning to like Anthony and can see it. Exactly. I mean, she knows Anthony was good for her. That's what that is. She knows that he is good for her. And men like Wayne, they kind of just get used for the fun. But when you get ready to settle down, you choose Anthony. You play with Wayne, but you give Anthony your life, your heart, and everything that goes with it. Me too. We all have. Nobody's perfect, but yeah. I didn't look at that. I couldn't. I done did some dirt in my life, y'all. And that was wrong. Like I'm like, damn, I couldn't even look at it. I was like, oh my gosh. And yeah, she was wrong for that. I mean, all the way. Because the last time I saw them, they was parting ways. Oh. I mean, although, we didn't see them intimate with each other, just the thought of knowing Wayne had been inside her, and then when they her and Anthony consummated their marriage, she still had his love, and Wayne's love or his soul ties in her. Man, that was disgusting. That was, but she did it, and she was bothered by it for a long time. Like, man, and you don't play with that kind of stuff. You just don't.
Sentimental.
You're trying to feel sentimental.
You gonna be alright, yo. No matter how you feel right now, don't blame it on me. But you gonna be alright, alright?
Y'all don't think that somebody can love two people?
Yeah, get us some water, alright?
I just get someone
Drink.
comfortable.
So nice.
No, it's all good. Al. Come on now. Come on now. Come on. Don't do that. Don't do that. You stronger than this now. Alright? This is just a moment, man. Man, listen.
You said yuck.
Sorry, get some tissue. Let's see now.
Not the same weight or
Have a
amount.
seat.
Of what?
Other than me, you see the girl got it crying. You up here, see, you up here talking some goddamn alcohol.
Oh, don't give Arby no alcohol. You know how Arby get.
It's gonna be alright. Alright?
Here, did you get her some water? I'm sorry, baby. I can't go to the movies with you tonight. I need to stick beside her. Amber needs me. You don't like the movies anyway. You fall asleep. You see?
Man, that's crazy. So somebody said that, well, I guess that's not going to happen, but somebody had said that Anthony and Ro would end up at the hotel, at the same hotel, but that didn't happen. When do y'all think Ro and Anthony are going to talk? Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot about. Yeah. Don't give Arby nothing to drink. Arby, boy, that boy. She's not feeling Anthony. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I think she still. I think she wants to know why he did it. She might be upset with him, but I think she wants to know why did he do that. Y'all, when I don't advise anybody to have their exes at a wedding. When I got married, I said if that person, if the people was not on the list, they could not come in. I wasn't having that. No, she's already talked to Malachi. Aunt Cookie. Hi, Aunt Cookie. Yeah, she's already talked to Malachi. He told her he didn't want to see her no more. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't think she'll, no, Gemini love. I don't think she's going to continue to do business. I think she will, but they may not like be in each other's presence. No real conversation. I don't know. I'm telling you, Ro was already doing business herself, so she don't need Anthony really. Yeah, he was. Malachi was like, But I know. I mean, the guy that I said that went 6 months not talking to me. Yeah, I remember that day he was upset with me. No, BJ Riggs. They don't truly love each other. Yeah, it is. It's definitely rejection and embarrassment that she's feeling. Cookie, you going in. Talking about Anthony with his bro. I mean, I just think he should downgrade that big fortress that he's in. Just downgrade and, just have a nice home. Something affordable until he gets his money back up. Because he's gonna come back up. Somebody said that they think that he's gonna like just get so broke and become a bum. I don't think he'll ever get to that point. Me too. I'm telling you, during the Anthony and Amber wedding, y'all, I was drinking every day. I was not sleeping. I work overnight. I was staying up all day trying not to miss a skit. They had me all messed up. I didn't realize I was this toxic. When Ro was with Anthony, she didn't act like she loved him. Please stop. Ro wanted Anthony. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Because she did break. Why did she break up with Anthony? I don't know why I forgot why she broke up with him. But they don't need to be together anyway. He needs somebody close to his age. So I'm looking at the other skits, and it's Shania and Mike and Blake in the studio. See, I don't follow those. What baby? Oh yeah, that's what we was talking about earlier. With that stripper girl. Man, now he gave that baby a trust fund. Remember when Wayne say, you got rid of your cash? The cash or the money that your grandma say keep up under in a box. Oh, okay. I don't know. Yeah, they don't need to be together though. Yeah, I forgot. And damn, what's her name? What is that girl's name? Yeah, he is stupid. Stupid. He'll just make a joke out of anything. Even when he went over to Rose's house, he wanted to tell her about the emails and the residential properties. He was like, child support don't stop. What we gonna do about this business? Wayne is a real one. And when it comes to money and business, a lot of times your feelings don't matter. Your situation don't matter. We got to get this money. Yeah, she could. That's why I said, unless she going to be like Sarah in the Bible, when she was old and she gave Abraham a baby. I'm like, unless Ro going to do that. What is Erica going to do about Wayne? Nothing. She going to keep being a side piece. Yeah, they lost a lot of money. Yeah, and Erica just gonna be a side piece. Like Erica went from being the girlfriend to a side piece, and it happens. It happens. A lot of times, women say, what they won't do. But honey, tell you, when that eggplant get good, you don't know what you would do. That junk will have your mind crazy. I know. Now I like Erica and Matt. She putting up, yeah, cause I don't think she naive. She just, I think she just don't want more body counts. So she stays with Wayne to keep the body counts down. Yeah, you don't know what you want to do. That's why I'm always saying, because I know in my life, and that's why I say these skits are so real to me, because in my life, a lot of times, I didn't know that I would be in different situations that I got in. So, yeah, you don't know what you would do. Oh, Stevie Bags don't play, boy. Girl, don't say what you want to do. Because, honey, sometimes you will. You'll do something you don't think you would do. She tell me about it, honey. I know I've done some stuff, and I look back and I be like, girl, you were so damn stupid. But in that moment, You just want what you want. Um, I know this girl, she and I was wrong because my best guy friend at the time had told me that the girl was treating the guy bad. So I started talking to him because I felt like he was being mistreated in his relationship. And we got together, and I never thought that I would have been in that type of situation. Like he was going back and forth from me to her, me to her, me to her. But I'm the type of person who understands what situation I'm in, so I'm not going to give myself to it. But that girl was so in love with this guy, and I saw her, I just saw her just go downhill from that. And she was crying every day. She was losing a lot of weight. She tried to kill me on a number of occasions. Um, she did so much. And I was like, why would you want to do this when we both know how he is? So you just don't know what you would do in a situation. You really can't say what you won't do, because things that you say you won't do, sometimes you end up doing it. I just said the same thing. Yeah, Maryland. Yeah, like, boy. Yeah, she came to my house. One time she tried to run me off the road. Another time she came to my house with a gun to shoot me. Um, her and her, I think it was like 4 or 5 of her cousins. They all jumped on me one time. Um, and 2 of the cousins, they were thugs. I was in a bad situation. Yeah, we need to heal ourselves. Yeah. hmm hmm I mean, she came over there, and I talked to her, and I told her, I said, listen, get in my car and listen to what he's going to say. I said, when he comes over, don't let him know you're in the car. Listen to what he has to say, and you will see that it's not me. And when he came over, and I told him, I said, I talked to, XYZ, and he was like, oh, F her. Like, she was able to hear everything that he was saying. And she got out the car, and she was like, is that really how you feel? And then he was like, F both of y'all. So he walked away. But I told her, I said, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, these guys, they'll say whatever to us. And as long as we allow them to do what they're doing, they're going to do it. And so later that night, we walked, me and my brother were riding, and we saw her just like balled up on her porch. And I went and talked to her. And I said, are you okay? And she was like, I'm not okay. And my brother was like, I don't understand what y'all see in him. And you know what she said? She said, who, that eggplant? And I'm like, yeah, it'll F up your head. Like, it will sometimes. It will. It's those soul ties that the bishop was talking about. You get into that, and it's that lust, and it just takes you over. And you do stuff that you don't think you would do. It just happens. You do. I mean, in a million years, Amber probably didn't think that she would be sleeping with Wayne the day of her wedding. She probably didn't think that. But she was so caught up to where you get caught up and you do dumb crap, man. I done some dumb crap. Dumb crap. Y'all, man, some of the stuff I think about that I did, I'm like, and I've always dealt with crazy men, like, and, oh boy, just the thought of it. It's kind of disgusting. Y'all might, if y'all with sensitive ears might not want to hear it, but no, I ain't gonna tell y'all that. But it was disgusting what I did. And when the guy came over, he saw that somebody else had been over there, and he was irate. Like, I did some foul stuff in my life, man. I did some foul stuff in my life. Wow. And I'm saying, like, this is with a person who cared about me. And that's why I say, when a man give you their heart, it take a woman to get a man to where they don't care and they won't commit no more. It take a woman to get a man to that point. So even with my ex-husband, when I first met him, he had been hurt so much to where he was taking it out on me. And I had a conversation with him. I said, I didn't do anything to you. You have to give me a chance to prove myself. And he gave me the opportunity to prove myself. But for the most part, you'll do crap that you don't think you'll do. And Amber, she did that. She slept with that man the night of her wedding. Mm, mm, mm. Y'all, this is crazy. But anyway, y'all, if y'all don't know, I'm celebrating my first Super Thanks. So I was excited about that. Amber needs some time to find out what she needs beyond the lifestyle and the riches. And once she determines that, she needs to find that man who can give her what she needs and wants. Yeah, yeah. hmm I mean, but could that be Anthony? Could that be Anthony BJ Riggs? That could be Anthony. I don't think Anthony wants the marriage. I don't think he wants it. Mm-mm. Anthony told her, I was trying to keep you happy. Hey, Hobby to CEO. From hobby to CEO, what did you do? You took a hobby to like a business? Hobby to CEO, what does your name mean? Did you take like a hobby that you was doing to like a business? It could, but they both need to do the work because right now they both chasing a dream. Yeah, you said a mouthful right there. Mm. Okay, so do y'all think they need a divorce or just separate to work things out? What do y'all think? Not yet. I'm working on starting my business as a crafter. Okay. I don't do well crafting. I try. Like, I make stuff out of cigar bands, but I'm not a good crafter. I'm not the best. I'm okay. Mm-mm-mm. These folks have me in my feelings too much. In my feelings too much. Boo Dog said that is over. mm Hey, what about when Anthony hung up on her, y'all? Ooh, she played that part. Because how many of us women have dialed back? You better answer, just keep dialing back until they pick up. Like, I've done it. And then he just turned the phone off. Hobby the CEO said, I think Anthony loves Roe. It ain't no hope for Amber and him. Divorce? Okay. But see, that's what I'm saying, Icy Kitty. If they divorce, um, that'll show why divorces are so high now. Yeah, BJ Reeves, till your fingers getting off. Yeah, yeah. But see, Icy Kitty, you saying divorce, that's like just give it in as soon as something happens. As soon as it gets uncomfortable. So, but that's not what marriage is. It's for better or for worse. Hmm. For better or for worse. Mm-mm-mm. So, what do y'all think, like, now with the modern times? Do you think a lot of those vows should not be used anymore? Girl, you are ruthless. Oh, Boo Dog say when a man don't answer, he's done for real. I say that, but I was saying earlier, Boo Dog, from my experience, they're done at that moment until they calm and cool down, even if it takes 6 months for them to contact you. Because that's what happened to me before. So I was, I done had the phone hung up on me. I've gone through that, and months later they came back around and said, I didn't know I felt that way. I didn't know this and that. So it seems like they don't want you anymore, but it's just at that moment. Landria Logan, they need a divorce. When a man they need a divorce. When a man tell you he love another woman, what else is it to do? Let's keep it 100. Okay. Yeah, he did tell him. But could it be a different type of love? I don't know the different types of love, but maybe it's not the love that we're thinking. Maybe it's not that he loved Ro enough that he wants to be with her. Maybe it's a different type of love. Let's see. Let's look at different types of love, y'all. 49. All right, so we're going to look at what different types of love are and try to determine which one is Anthony and Ro. So, all right, so the different types of love are you have infatuation. So this is what this is saying. Different types of love are pragma, playful love, obsessive love, storage, compassionate love, infatuation, passionate love, friendship, ludus, erotic bonds, love of self, unrequited love. That's a lot of different types of love. That's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. 7 types of love. Eros, which is romantic, passionate love. Philia, affectionate, friendly love. Storge, unconditional, familiar love. Agape, selfless, universal love. Ludus, playful, flirtatious love. Pragma, committed, long-lasting love. And philatia, self-love. So there are different types of love. So maybe Anthony has one of those types of love, not just a love that he wants to be with Ro. in marriage or anything like that. Okay, let him have Ro. Leandria Logan, why keep chasing something that keeps running away? TD Jake said, let it go. Ooh, okay. But is that in marriage that he said that? Yeah, I think they have like playful love or something. I don't think it's a love that he just wants to spend the rest of his life with Ro. I mean, y'all got to know this man was in a vulnerable state. He had lost all of his money. And you had a woman who is feeding and nurturing your soul and helping you. So they got playful love. So I mean, it's just so many different types of love. But I don't think he has a love for Ro that he wants to spend the rest of his life with her. Mm-mm. I don't know. But I don't know when TG Jake said that, but I don't think he was saying that for marriage. Because I'm pretty sure he's going through some stuff with his wife. Amber is his wife, yet she ain't bringing that to him. He had he given his wife that chance to hold him down. But he didn't. He didn't feel like he could because he said that it's easy with Ro. No, he told some. Yeah, exactly. He told somebody else first. But I think it's because it's easy having those conversations with Ro. No, he didn't want to break up with Ro the first time. She broke up with him. But we all know Ro is like wishy-washy. She's so afraid to be committed. And that's where you have to give Malachi prop. Like, she was running from him. Nurturing love. Ro was exactly Bodog. Yeah, Boodog. Yeah, nurturing. She was holding him down in hard times. A man respects that. A man respects that. And that's when you can tell who your real friends are. When you get in a situation like that, and they're there for you. They're not just like Wayne went over there and told Anthony, I'm here for you. Just don't ask me for nothing. That ain't no that ain't no real friend. Like that ain't no mm-mm. But Ro was giving him what he needed. Don't need to be Ro don't need to be, man. I like Malachi, man. Malachi my type of dude. Malachi my type of dude, boy. Malachi keep you on your toes. You see how he handled Ro. He handles her now. She was running behind that man. She said, we could just go to the courthouse. Oh, she said, we could go to the courthouse. Yeah, my type. But anyway, y'all, I'm done celebrating. So it was good chatting with you guys. I'm going to get out of this cold. Y'all see I got my little kitty Christmas on. But anyway, y'all, I will chat with y'all later. I'm gonna go and get some stuff done this evening. You guys have a good evening. And I know he did. He was wrong for that. But she forgave him. Yeah, I know. Yeah, is that and Bulldog. That's what I was saying. When it comes to an alpha, a lot of people call that toxic masculinity because we're in a generation now to where it's so soft. So when you have a strong man like that, it's toxic masculinity, and that's why I think people don't like Malachi, but I do. But anyway, good evening, bye y'all. Have a good one, and I will see y'all in the next live and see y'all in the next Kountry Wayne chat. Bye.